So welcome to Venom Training Camp in Pattaya. It's a beautiful day as you can see. Today is day one of tryouts. It's only a small turnout today because we've got a relatively small card for the first event. So we've hand-picked a few of some really talented guys around this area. Let's have a look around, come and see and meet the guys. This is the world-famous Venom Training Camp. It is known throughout the world for producing boxing champions, MMA champions, Muay Thai champions, and more. Fighters, over here, let's go! And we are very confident that we're adding bare-knuckle fighting champions to that list. Okay, there's techniques in this that you couldn't do in boxing, which is why I think that the Thai people are going to be very good at this. I'll give you an example. The transition from other combat sports into bare-knuckle fighting can be a tricky one. What's considered commonplace in BKFC, like behind the neck clinch for example, would get you penalised in Western boxing. However, in Eastern Muay Thai, combining the clinch with strikes comes as second nature to these fighters. So I believe transitioning fighters from a Muay Thai background have a distinct advantage over some of the Western style boxers. At these tryouts we have a range of ages and nationalities for both male and female fighters. We test the fighters for various attributes, including grit and toughness, speed and agility, heart and determination, and of course, attitude and character. What we have here is the toughest men and women that Pattaya, Thailand has to offer. Where did you get them from?
Lazada.
They were 2 ounce, they're more like 1 ounce.
Yeah!
Let's go, 30 seconds, good push.
Yeah!
Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah! Listen guys, if you want to fight on BKFC, watch this man. He's the smallest guy in the room, picked the biggest goddamn bag and moved it more than all of you pussies. Well done, yes. That's what we want to see. Who's next?
My name is TJ Hellboy Chang, I'm from the UK. I'm a pedigree boxer. I boxed for the Royal Navy all around the world for 5 years. I'm now a bare knuckle boxer. I've had 2 bare knuckle fights professionally and probably best part of 200 or 300 street fights, which is bare knuckle as well. So yeah, for me, bare knuckle, I'm more comfortable without gloves on. It sounds tapped, but I am. I'm originally from Portsmouth. I also grew up in Plymouth when I was in the Navy for 4 years, and I've been living in Thailand now for 10 years. I want to fight in BKFC because it's, like I said to you before, it's I'm more comfortable with bare knuckle without gloves on. I don't think it's the better fighter or the most technical. It's whoever wants it the most on the night, and that's something that I've got. I've got heart. I want to smash someone's head in. I don't mind getting a punch as well. So yeah, for me, it's yeah. Dream come true.
My name is El Toro, Johnny Tello. Well, I'm from Toronto, Canada. I've been here in Thailand for almost 2 years now. Well, I've been boxing since I was 12 years old, so I've been doing this for a long time, 18 years now. I got about 84, 86 fights. Amateur boxing, I got 4 MMA fights, a couple bare knuckle fights, and a couple Muay Thai fights. So I'm creeping up to 100 now. Yeah, so I got a call by the famous John Nutt to fight bare knuckle in Phuket, and I did it. Turned out real great. I knocked the guy on 2 rounds, didn't get touched. It was just a kick actually. So now I'm keen on doing this BKFC thing and see how far this takes me. Honestly, man, bare knuckle is really exciting for me, man. It reminds me of high school, you know, like 3 o'clock after school kind of scrapping thing. You know, I've done it hundreds of times. So doing this is, like I said, just like being a kid again. Every time I fight, it's gonna be a knockout. Not me knocked out, obviously, but I'm a great fighter, man. And the difference between me and everyone else is that I can kick the shit out of anybody else, to be honest.
Hi, my name is Suriman Freddy. I'm French, and that's it. Well, I come from a small town in the east of France. I started by Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and then a bit of MMA. I fought mostly in Muay Thai, but as well in Letway. And I had 1 bare knuckle fight. I won like European Championship. I got 1 French national title in Muay Thai, 1 world title in Letway, and in 2 weeks I'll fight for the WBC world title in Muay Thai. A few months ago I had my first bare knuckle fight, and I already knew the feeling of fighting without gloves with Let Way, and I really loved it. And when I got this opportunity to maybe try out the BKFC, the bare knuckle fight more seriously, I jumped on it because I'm feeling about Muay Thai that it's kind of the end of my career in somehow, because I fought a lot in Thailand against mostly everyone in my weight category. So it's a good new start, and it's very exciting.
ผมมหาเฮงเพชรรุ่งเรืองนะครับประสบการณ์ที่ต่อยมวยไทยก็ชอบนะครับชอบศิลปะมวยไทยแล้วก็อนาคตดีครับก็มีหมัดนะครับรุ่น120 223
ชื่อต้นครับก็คมกระบี่ลูกกระฟ้าครับมาจากกรุงเทพครับมาจากค่ายมวยลูกกระฟ้าครับก็เริ่มต่อยมวยตั้งแต่อายุ8 ขวบครับแล้วก็ต่อยก็มีแชมป์ภูธรแล้วก็เป็นแชมป์ของเวทีมวยสายน้ำเย็นภูเก็ตแล้วก็มาได้แชมป์ที่ MBK ของก็คืออาวุธหนักครับต่อยมวยไทยก็มีฉายาว่าขวาอสรพิษครับก็คือหนักครับแล้วสามารถเตะคู่ต่อสู้กระดูกหักได้ครับอ๋อครับก็ถ้ามาต่อยรายการนี้ก็พยายามฝึกฝนครับต่อให้ผมอายุเยอะแล้ว35แล้วแต่ผมยังมีร่างกายที่ฟิตพร้อมที่จะมาต่อยแล้วก็ลองดูสักครั้งว่ามันเป็นยังไงเขาบอกว่าฮาร์ดคอร์นวมเล็กผมก็เคยต่อยมาแล้วอันนี้หมัดเปล่าผมก็เลยอยากลองดูครับว่ามันฮาร์ดคอร์ขนาดไหน
Training for bare knuckle competition is a hell of an ordeal in itself, but we are now testing them under the scorching sun of Thailand. This is an entirely different beast altogether. But one of the best things about training in Pattaya is they're never far from a cooling station. After a tough couple of days in the gym and a strenuous workout in a scorching Thai sun, it's time to unwind and have a bit of fun. This is my good friend Mark. He owns this amazing place. Tell us about this place, mate.
Yeah, so we've got a bunch of different activities down here. We've got stuff that is more kid-friendly, family-friendly, like with the water park and stuff. And we've got some things that are a little bit more thrilling. And we've got some big bubble footballs. They're a lot of fun, crashing into each other, tumbling up and down.
Faster, come on!
Yeah, I think it'll be interesting to see how many we break.
Right, as much as this is a bit of fun, at the same time it's the ultimate test of balance. This is all about balance and staying on your feet whilst taking big blows. Just ironed you clean out. So in many ways, it kind of correlates into bare knuckle competition.
So we have the human slingshot. Human slingshot, we're going to pull you back about 45 metres and then launches. We'll fly about 90 metres.
I'm not flying anyway.
I'm not doing it.
No, I'm not doing it. Okay, that's good.
Do you feel safe?
Now, human slingshot. How does this relate to BKFC? It doesn't really. This is purely for fun. And if any of them were scared, they did a very good job of hiding it, which is a very important trait in any combat sports. You have to have a good poker face.
Sanook Park, we're located on Tepsit Road, Soi 9. We're bang in between Jom Tien and Pattaya. So right in the heart of the city, really easy to find.
Thank you so much for your time.
Very welcome. Let's have some fun.
Okay, that's a wrap for tryouts in Pattaya for BKFC Thailand. I've seen some good stuff out of some of the guys today. There's some talent here. There's some guys I think that can be good for the sport and good for BKFC Thailand. Next stop, Phuket. Thank you for joining us. Thank you all for following BKFC Thailand. Keep watching out for our latest news, events and information on our social media channels or via our website.